Yes, sir.
Week 9 waiver wire. Huge. We got a crap load of names to talk about, so we better get into it. All right, let's start with the running backs. The first running back we have is Jeff Wilson, just traded to the Dolphins. He played 49% snaps, 9 carries, 51 yards. That's almost 6 yards a carry, 3 targets, 3 catches, and a receiving touchdown. So Raheem Mostert's been the guy there, but he's up there in age. I think Jeff Wilson might be just a better running back, but they got Cleveland next week. What do you guys think?
I like Jeff Wilson when he was with the 49ers before MC took over. He was doing all right.
True.
What surprises me most about Jeff Wilson is like players don't do this. Look at Nyheim Hines went to Buffalo, wasn't involved. All these running backs and tight ends, he's like TJ Hawkinson. He went,
Right.
performed. I mean, 50% sure, but this is his first game with the team. I see that going up and him taking Mostert's job. If his first game there is 50% snap percentage, like I could see him getting 60, 65, and Mostert just being kind of the every now and then downfield back, I guess. I don't really know.
That'd be nice.
I mean, if you look at the numbers from week 2 to week 5, he had double digits every week.
Isn't there a correlation with Jeff Wilson and some coach over there, Miami or some shit?
Their head coach, Mike McDaniel, was with the 49ers. That's why they have Moser and Jeff Wilson and all these other 49ers players.
So he's primed to be
That's
the
what you were
receiving back
saying.
as well.
Yeah, and then they got Cleveland by Houston, so pretty good matchups. And he's only 48% rostered, so I'd say definitely go out and get him.
Even
Oh yeah.
make a trade for him.
The
Five point
48%
six
kind
seven
of,
percent yards per carry is really good, dude.
I have him
Oh
in like
yeah, fuck yeah.
48% of my leagues.
I know our leagues are
Let alone
so deep.
48% roster.
Not
Like, what
available
the
in any
hell?
of our leagues. What about the Gus Bus? What do you think of Mike, since he's your boy, your shit
Unfortunately, he's
rat?
not in for tonight, but with the Dobbins situation, I think he looked pretty good when he was back in that game against Cleveland. Fortunately, the leg didn't stand, but I'm hoping by the time they come back around in week 11, he can take
Right.
back over as running back one. I like Kenyon Drake, but I mean, Gus Edwards should be a better player than Kenyon Drake, in my opinion.
So he's gonna not play. Then he's gonna get a bye week. He's gonna be healthy. Then he's got Carolina, Jacksonville. That's why I have him on the list. And he's got Cleveland week 15. So
How long
And
is
you got,
JK gone for?
looks like Jacksonville's in there as
they said he
well.
was a month out still. So he'll at
JK
least
had
have a
scar
few. These
tissue.
2 games will
Okay.
be no JK for Gus. So I think if you need a running back in the short term, Gus will be good for you coming off the bye.
Could
Yeah,
probably
he
buy him
runs
low too.
hard. When he's
Yeah, he
out there, he
does.
runs hard and he runs good, but I just wish he would stay out there.
Hard
He
to
looks like a
trust.
lineman. How you feeling about Gus, Josh?
I like him, man. He's better than Kenyon Drake, you know?
For
Agreed.
When
sure.
he came back in that first game, he looked explosive until he got
Yeah.
banged up and against Tampa Bay. But against Cleveland, man, he looked real good.
I thought he
He's a
was
better
gonna be way hurt, but it was just a hamstring. So
Yeah, I like Gus Edwards.
he's a better runner than Kenyon Drake, but is he better for
In my
fantasy
dynasties,
than
I had him
the
on the
Ravens
IR.
offense?
Lamar doesn't normally throw the ball to running backs very often. So
Yeah, they're the same thing.
True.
Except Gus Edwards is a better runner.
4 targets last week, but that's very not normal.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Next, we got Chuba, and I think Chuba is super interesting, mostly because this week they struggled to really get into the game, the Panthers, and when they sucked, Deontay Foreman was nothing. You know what I mean? It's like he didn't even exist. So I just have a feeling that Chuba's going to be taking that passing down role, and they're going to be not favored in pretty much all of these games. So I think for PPR, Chuba could be a valuable piece down the stretch. What do you guys think?
You got garbage time all day with Chuba. I mean, they're going to be losing. He's going to be, like you said, the
Foreman's
passing down
DeAndre
bad.
Swift.
That's what they seemed like they were going with until he got hurt. So
If you owned him in a dynasty, what would you value him at? Like, what's the lowest you'd get for him in a trade, you think?
Right
Second or
now,
third? Right
if I
now.
was desperate, I'd give a second for him, but I wouldn't want to really, because I don't know how good he's going to be beyond this year. I mean, he's 23.
So many
He's
Dante
questions.
interesting.
Foreman didn't do anything in the passing game. Nothing.
He never
Non-existent.
does.
And they
Yeah.
have a bunch of picks going into next year. How do we know they don't draft another running back after losing CMC?
Oh my goodness, dude.
I don't think that's their plan.
Imagine it's a QB, right?
Yeah, for sure. They're going to get a quarterback. But they could get a running back in the later rounds, even, third round, second round.
You know, they're gonna spend that shit on defense, offensive linemen like their early picks.
Yeah, and a
I believe.
quarterback for
One,
sure.
yeah.
Their first pick will be a quarterback. Yeah. Anything else about Chuba?
I think he's serviceable until they're ready to compete. Pretty much, he might be the running back for a couple years, honestly.
So he's good rest of the season.
like his age.
All right, Josh, what about your boy Pacheco? How you feeling about Pacheco? I know he didn't look great, but he's getting more time. He's getting more carries than CH.
And
Doesn't look
for
great, but
redraft, rest of season, I'm staying away from both of these guys, I think, unless one of them comes out and, represents as the number one.
there's
But I'm
not
telling
a
you,
Chiefs
Isaiah
running back you want at
Pacheco,
all.
dude. I want Isaiah Pacheco in Dynasty. I think he's gonna be the running back next year.
I think it's more likely one of them gets hurt and the other one takes over than one of them coming out and getting all the carries. It seems like they're
I don't
just,
know, dude. They use a lot of Jarek McKinnon too, man.
yeah, that's what I mean. They're just willing to give it to whoever. I don't think anyone's really
And they
gonna.
threw the ball 68 times last night.
They're not gonna
68.
do that every game, but yeah, that's crazy.
I don't know, man. Chiefs running backs are
I'd
just
stay
a
away from them.
roulette. But if you're going Dynasty and you can buy some Isaiah Pacheco cheap, dude, all day. Dude runs hard. He runs hard as hell, dude. He's gonna be a
It's
stud.
probably not very expensive right now too. Get him if you can.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Love
Unless
the
Josh
age.
has
But
him in your dynasty league.
Yeah, you're
it's
not
hard to
getting him
trust
from
the
me.
Chiefs running backs.
What?
42% rostered.
Crazy. What about Kyron Williams coming off the IR? Just the way that they've been utilizing their other running backs, I feel like there's an opening here, you know? They
I'd say
obviously don't
so.
really love any of these guys they're playing, so
Yeah, I mean, it's a shit show in Los
Cam
Angeles,
Akers
man.
is just a matter of time before he's gone. Horrific performance.
What is
5
going on
carries,
with the Rams,
3
man?
yards. Bro.
Why are they so bad?
I think Kyron Williams, you want to roster him just in case, because I think
For
he's
the
coming
age
back this
alone.
week. Not even just the age, it's like their other running backs suck ass so hard that there's an opportunity, you know, if he's okay, you might get some carries. So
It's not gonna be a hard job to take if he has the opportunity. I mean,
that's
it's
what I
not hard to
mean.
beat nothing.
One good game's all it takes in this league.
I tried trading him and getting for him in Kentucky.
No
Jeff
luck.
didn't want to do it. Mm-mm.
It's pretty much Cooper Cup or nothing over there. It's crazy.
Literally, I
The
mean
Rams have
Tyler
been
Higbee
so
sometimes, but
inconsistent.
Lately,
Maybe
not
put up a
even.
goose.
yeah, not even lately. He started off good. He's been shit lately.
Crazy. The Rams suck.
They just genuinely look like a bad football team. Same with Green Bay, dude. Green Bay looks horrible. Don't look
Is
at it
that
all.
Najee's dad?
Might as
No,
well be.
these next two are more of like stashes. These aren't players I pick up to like start or anything crazy, you know.
I feel
But like
like
Jalen Warren
Right.
looks pretty good. He's coming off the bye. Najee kind of looks like crap. Their line isn't great, but I mean he looks okay behind the line, you know. So it's worth a
Their
stash. I
line
think.
is atrociously bad, dude.
What about Isaiah Spiller? He fucking got 19% of snaps, 7 carries, 29 yards, 4 yards a carry. Not too shabby.
Trending
So
upwards, man.
don't start him, but stash him, you know.
oh yeah,
14%
definitely.
Yeah, I mean,
roster.
if Eck goes down, dude, he could be the man, you know?
Even if you throw him
Probably
in a
available in
taxi.
most leagues, so in redraft.
14% roster. That just blows my mind. Like, who do these people have on their teams? Are they just all these old ass
Small
players?
benches, I guess.
I don't think I have Isaiah Spiller rostered on a single team.
I got him in a taxi in the league.
Well, that was in a dynasty thing, I think. So who knows?
Yeah.
Different.
All right. So
No
Oh.
redraft.
what about these receivers? Odell is going to be cleared to play this week, and I think the Cowboys, the Bills, there's like 5 or 6 teams that are all fighting over him. So he's definitely going to go to a team and probably be involved. So, you guys excited about Odell or?
I
If I had to
mean,
flex him, maybe.
I should be, but I fucking hate him.
I mean, I don't want to start him, but I want to stash him. You know.
Cowboys would be interesting. They've shown that they could support 3 receivers before with the
True.
same type of players, so he could go in there and fit in.
He'll be a boomer bust play, I think.
Supporting 3 receivers in Dallas, dude. Michael Gallup. Blech.
That might
mean,
take a
They
hit.
know
Oh,
that Michael Gallup is pretty good. They got rid of Amari Cooper and decided to roll with their guy.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
I'm sure it had nothing to do with money or anything like that. It's all
No,
just
they're
because
rich.
Michael
They're
Gallup is
rich
so
over there
good.
in Dallas.
Yeah, but there's a
It's all about
salary cap.
talent.
What do you mean? What about your boy T Money Marshall? Looking decent, dude.
Starting to come into his
92% of
own.
snaps again. 6 targets, 3 catches, and a touchdown. He's got Atlanta this week. I think he's startable this week.
Gotta just do it, dude. I mean, obviously
you
you're not
need a
starting him
start.
over a big name, but like, I like Terrence Marshall a
22-year
lot.
old receiver from LSU looking like a grown ass man out there.
I don't
That
think the
touchdown catch
quarterback's
was
nice
nasty.
either.
Yeah,
Yeah, it
it was.
was.
Bad.
Big
Just
body, got
wasn't
nice
good.
hands. He might not be the fastest, but like he deserves to be rostered in more than 11% of fucking leagues.
100%.
He's gonna be a nice red zone target.
11% of leagues. That is just that's
It's
disrespectful,
embarrassing.
man.
It's probably just
embarrassing,
me,
people.
dude. It's probably just me, man.
The 11% is just Josh.
There's another disrespectful number, 44% on Wandale Robinson.
Wandell, I mean, coming
Pretty
off the
good.
bye, he's got Houston this week. I think he's also startable. Houston, Detroit, the next 2 weeks, and yeah, they're gonna get him involved. I like
He's getting
Wandell.
healthy. He's
Yep.
coming
Come down
around,
to
man.
prisoner of the moment fans where it's got the 350 and they're going to think he's not worth it in Houston when he might actually, in fact, be worth it that week.
This
Yeah,
just
they're
goes to show me how much people live in the moment.
yep.
Agreed.
44% Wandale Robinson, 11% Terrace Marshall.
People
It
just
doesn't make
People
aren't.
any
have
sense to
bad
me.
weeks, you know? People
I,
just
I
have a
I
bad
would
week.
have Robbie Anderson in my league because he was Carolina's number 2 receiver, like hands down number 2 receiver. Now this is Terrace Marshall. Like I just don't understand.
You want to hear a great example of a bad week and people just thinking they're done is Devontae Adams. He sucked last week. This week he popped off. Like he was on
Thinking he's
highlighting every
done,
time I looked
you
at the
might
team
be the
last
only
week.
person in the world, Mike. I thought Devontae Adams was done.
What
That
the
boy was
fuck?
sick for 1 week.
Felt like I
Yeah.
do right now, trying to play football.
He's like, I'm winded, motherfucker. I can't breathe.
Man, if I
No,
knew
but
that's how you felt about Devontae Adams, dude, I'd have tried to buy him off you if you had him in any leagues, dude.
I did do that, and Devontae is a dog.
Hell yeah.
Yes.
I
But yeah,
said I thought he was done, assuming other people did.
I would assume that no one.
I'm not so sure about this next guy though, Isaiah McKenzie. I had really high hopes for him. He played 66% of snaps, but only 3 targets, 2 catches, 12 yards. Is there just no slot role? What do you think?
Well, with Stephon Diggs and Gabe Davis, you're gonna get the majority of the targets every time. Even got Dawson Knox out there. They just traded to get Naheem Hines. I'm not too sold on Isaiah McKenzie, honestly.
Yeah, man, I don't really want much to do with him pretty much anywhere.
I want there to be a slot receiver in Buffalo. You know,
Yeah,
such a good
after
offense, but it just isn't happening. So at a certain point, it's like,
after 4 weeks, him and Jamison Crowder were splitting, and his first 4 games looks promising. 9-5, then 21-12. Like it's startable. You can. After that, it's falling apart in
flexible.
Buffalo.
Yeah.
Yeah. You would think with Crowder going down, I thought McKenzie was going to take a step up, but he's literally taking a step down.
Is he cuttable?
Yeah.
I'd say so.
If you have to, yeah.
I mean, I've considered cutting him in a dynasty league that I'm trying to win in.
Me too. And
So in a
Dingleberry.
redraft league, it's definitely on the
When you
table.
say cuttable, yeah, like I'm not depending on somebody on the Bills to get hurt, hoping I can throw him in there.
What about Michael Gallup, Randy? Here's your boy. Coming
Yeah,
off the bye.
Michael. I don't know why everyone hates Dak and the Cowboys offense. I mean, maybe
I don't hate
not
him.
for
I just
football,
don't
but
love him.
yeah, I've heard a lot of Dak hate. Whenever I try to sell CeeDee Lamb or a
Talking to
player like
Josh
that,
too
it's
much.
all negative Dak. Even Trey, a Cowboys fan, he's like, I hate Dak.
Oh yeah, that's
Which
right.
is
It's just
shocking,
weird.
isn't it?
I've been
I
hearing
like
a
that.
lot of
He also hates Chris Godwin, so let's just
yeah.
take that
So
with a grain of
he's
That's
irrational.
irrational.
But
Imagine
yeah,
hating Chris Godwin. That's just crazy.
yeah,
It's just...
that's definitely irrational.
But
I
anyways, go
don't
ahead,
think
sorry.
I would want to start him against Green Bay, but with buys, I could see a lot of worse flex options, honestly.
There's no
But
way I'm
unlike
starting
last
Michael
one, I
Gallup
wouldn't cut
unless
him.
I'm so desperate.
I don't think he's cuttable at all, though.
Who?
I
Michael
mean,
Michael
Gallup?
Gallup.
a little
Couldn't cut-
cuttable. I
Maybe.
wouldn't want to. I would cut McKenzie before him for sure.
Yeah,
Oh,
but he would be
absolutely.
one of the
If
guys
I was
next up on my
short,
list.
if I had short benches and I really wanted somebody on the waiver wire though, and I had no one else to cut, I would cut Michael Gallup.
Yep.
I don't think he's ever going to be a league winner. I think he could be in your lineup and give you a couple 10, 12 flex weeks. You know what I
when
mean?
you
But that's about
need
it.
somebody and it's like, oh God, I don't like it, but here you go. Like go and catch a
Right,
touchdown, buddy.
exactly. Yep.
But I
I
have
guess
Gallup
anybody
and
else, then?
McKenzie in a league, and I would cut McKenzie over Gallup, but Gallup's not far behind.
Agreed.
Is that all we got on Gallup? You ready to move on
Yeah.
to the
Yes, sir.
Rooks? Mr. Jahan Dotson played great. Everybody's soured on him already, and now he's going to come back from this hamstring injury. So he's 35% rostered. Go get him if he's available because he could be valuable, legit. I mean, who knows with Heineke,
Unbelievable.
but I mean, Swan traded me Jahan Dotson for Pat Freiermuth, so
Bro, it's
So anything is
unbelievable. I
possible.
saw him and Malik Willis get cut in the same week in one
in the
dynasty.
dynasty league, yeah, that
It's
guy's
absolutely insane to me. This dude is worth a second to a first round
Do
pick.
people not watch football? 35% rostered. It's a rookie that came out. He wasn't expected to be like one of the top rookies to come out, but he's had 4 touchdowns in 4 games. Like, what the fuck? And 35% rostered. Why wasn't he on the IR?
yeah.
I don't know
No,
about that.
nope.
He never got. Okay, that makes a little bit more sense.
Yep, he's been sitting on my bench. I traded for him from Bambi and Bothead. He's been sitting on my bench ever since. I traded B-Rob
Okay.
for him, and I'm still happy. Fuck B-Rob.
Yeah.
I say absolutely go get this guy
B-Rob
in
blows.
dynasty and a redraft if you could have. I'm glad I got him in a redraft, and if I'm looking forward to trying to get him in a
I
dynasty.
bought him in
for sure.
both. I bought him in Prestige and Botheads, so I'm in there.
He's a stud,
That-
man.
It was a good opportunity, you know?
Yeah,
He's like
Washington
the-
plays from behind a little bit too.
And
Yeah,
Scary
oh,
Terry
a
takes so
lot,
much
yeah.
of the coverage, so he's going to be open.
For sure, man. How about Traylon Burks? Not as exciting, but he's coming back from his turf toe this week, probably. Well, soon. Any interest in Traylon?
Not if Malik Willis is playing.
No?
I never thought I would say this, but they need Ryan Tannehill back.
Yeah, Randy, you hate Ryan. Maybe you know this is telling you a little something about Ryan Tannehill.
Yeah,
Maybe he's not as bad as you thought. The offense is just total garbage, and he's trying his best, you know?
Look at the
Titans
game.
look bad last night.
Look at the game script or whatever, on
In the
that
second
thing. The
half.
tight ends versus whoever they just played.
What up?
Can you look at the like overview of the game, the tight ends, like if the score, what is that? Yeah, look at the receivers. Scroll down to the Tennessee receivers.
None. I went to bed at
Yeah.
halftime, bro. I didn't realize it was that bad.
He was
Yeah, not a
returning
single
kicks
catch. Yeah.
again. Robert Woods.
I'm glad I
Yeah.
was. I mean, it was a good game somehow. I was just feeling like crap. I had to go
Chase
to
looked
bed
like
last
shit,
night.
dude.
But man,
But that's what scares me about Treylon Burks. Like, doesn't matter how much I like Treylon Burks and believe in him.
but if Ryan Tannehill,
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Maybe they need Ryan Tannehill to do because
how is this kid
yeah.
that bad?
Oh my God, 5 for 16. That's
but
right.
not one completion to a receiver. In
Okay,
60
well,
minutes.
maybe we pump the brakes on Traylon Burks for now. But I still think he might be worth stashing, especially because I think when
Oh, yeah.
Tannehill's healthy, he's more than likely going to play the way
that
it's
wasn't
looking,
that was
so.
Malik Willis. I don't think Ryan Tannehill's
Yeah.
ever played a game in his career. I could be wrong where he didn't complete a pass to a wide receiver, but I stand on that he did not get injured in. I'm pretty sure that almost all quarterbacks.
That being said, give Willis some time. Maybe he can grow and adapt. But yeah,
Oh, yeah,
last
for
did
sure.
not look good.
He's just not ready now, for sure. How about the rookie tight ends, Dolchich and Otten?
I like
Guys feeling about
Dolchich.
them? Good.
I love him, dude.
Dolchich or
dude.
Otten? Both?
I love
Russ-
Dolchich a lot, dude.
Russ seems to like him too.
He looked really, really good against Jacksonville.
Yeah, he's coming out the bye against Tennessee this week, too. I think he's
Mm-hmm.
legit startable this fucking week, man.
And had 9
He's-
targets against the Jets.
He's what I thought Alberto was.
My hot take, Dolchich, there's a chance he's a top 5 dynasty tight end by the end of this year.
Oh, look at that age. I didn't even realize he was that young.
He's
He's
a
a
rookie.
rookie.
Rookie tight ends don't do this. That's why it's so crazy to look at these two. And I mean, since Brate's been out with the concussion, look at that, man. I mean, he hasn't always produced, but
And it goes against
Otten has been
tradition.
good, man.
Most traditions. says
Dolchich
don't
didn't have a
draft
chance
tight
until
end
lately, but man, as
redraft.
soon as he's had the chance, he's straight taken off, and he looks fast and
He's a rookie.
good.
Yeah, 9 targets his second game.
Yeah, that's
Like
what I was
both
saying against the
rookies,
Jets.
dude. I love it. So if they're available, which 18% and 38%, the way that tight ends are, the fact that they are that low rostered is crazy. Like, go get them. There's like
100%.
4 or 5 tight ends I'd rather have over Greg Dulcich right now. So just because like there's upside of him actually doing something, and it's like I could get Dawson Knox, and I know what Dawson Knox is. You know what I mean?
Oh,
I could
yeah,
get
I'd rather
Evan
have
Ingram,
Dulcich
but I
first.
know what Evan Ingram is. Dulcich has a chance to be the next Mark Andrews or Travis Kelce. I don't think that really, but man, he has that.
This could
fucking
be a floor.
opportunity.
This could be his floor.
I
Maybe
picked
no
him up in a
apparent,
You know what I
not
dynasty
no
mean?
league. I
apparent, but
picked him up in Prestige, so that's how much nobody was paying
Yeah.
attention to him.
could be
And
the
like
next
those players you
TJ.
mentioned, like Dawson Knox and them, it's like a boomer bust. Like if this is Dolchik and he fits in the Russ offense, this could be his floor, like a 10-point game. You know what I mean?
Plus,
With
look at
a
that
ceiling that's
mustache
like a
thing.
Mark Andrews type thing.
Mm. He's a
That's one thing
sexy
I've learned
man.
over the years too is Russ loves tight ends, a variety of them, but he does love throwing to a tight end.
Mm. I don't know. Pretty good, especially if Bray doesn't come back. I don't know what's going on with Bray. Hopefully he's okay.
And they're Kyle Rudolph, I mean, looks terrible.
Poor Cameron Bray. Finally had a chance. Now he's hurt. So you guys like Kate Otten or not as much as
Yeah.
Dolchich probably, but I mean he looks pretty good, right?
For sure.
Yeah,
For
I'll
sure.
definitely take Dulcich over him.
If that Tampa Bay offense can ever get rolling, it might look a little bit better too.
True that. All right, let's get into these quarterbacks. First one we got is Dirty Dan, Randy's boy. Go ahead, Randy, you take it.
I mean,
Coming
he
out the bye against Houston and Detroit. Oh
yeah,
shit.
quarterback 17 going through bye week already. He's
Shit, I would
taking care of
start
the
him and
ball.
Wandell this week.
Yeah. He's only
Pairing 'em
had
over.
2 fumbles lost and 2 interceptions through 8 weeks, which is unheard of. He did
Wow.
that.
Fumbles lost in.
Yeah. Only 3 fumbles total too. It's
Mm.
not like he's been getting lucky. He's playing, he's running the football. 6 times is the most he's or the least amount that he's taken off with it. So
How do I look at previous over here?
I think
Look
it
at all
showed
those
it on
fucking
the if he keeps
fumbles,
going
dude.
down more.
Can't even play. Look at all those fumbles, dude.
yeah. He's starting to take care of the ball
Oh
and the
my
Giants are looking
god.
That first year was rough.
Oh my god.
I've
That's
been there every step of
ungodly,
the way,
man.
so I'm kind of in
He's
shock, you know?
he's
This man
playing
was going to play
great this year.
cornhole professionally was a
But yeah,
storyline going
playing
into
against
this year.
Houston, he could Wandell could have a huge game. Saquon's gonna have a huge game.
Especially with them coming off the bye, you know?
Yeah.
I like it a lot.
I
He's
think
a
the Giants
quarterback
are shocking.
1 on a points per game basis.
He's been
Anything
playing
else,
some
guys?
good ball, man,
This
dude.
guy?
I can't, there's so many players that I would start after him. Like I'd start him over so many other quarterbacks.
Isn't that crazy?
I like Dirty Dan. I can start him every week in LLC.
Patience, like you guys have been talking about. If you
I'd
be
rather
patient
have
with
him than
people you
Kenny
believe
Pickett.
in.
And the
I
only reason
agree.
he's quarterback 17 is he's coming off a bye week. He's going to be higher up in the next game, regardless if he keeps playing this way.
Yeah, he played bad in Seattle. I'm just gonna write that one off. But
Seattle's got a good team this year, though.
He's been playing really good, but he's still Daniel Jones, so he's
yeah,
gonna
you
have
can
an
give him a
8-point
break
game
every
every
now
once in a
and then.
while.
All right, last name I
Right.
got is Kenny Pickett. I'm not super excited about Kenny Pickett, but I mean, coming out the bye, he's got some rushing upside lately. 7 carries last week, or when he played against Philly. So
Much as it
Redraft
kills
league,
me,
would you rather have him or Taylor Heineke?
Heineke.
Me too, I think.
Wait, but Carson
I
Wentz is
guess,
coming back, so
yeah.
pick it.
Is he? Is Carson Wentz gonna start?
Probably.
He should. He probably will. I forgot about that fucking bum.
kills me to say it, but Kenny
Why?
Pickett looks for real when it goes to throwing deep, though. This guy's got an arm, and they've been
Why is
liking the arm
Carson
for
Wentz gonna
years.
start? Is that a
He might
thing?
not. But I wouldn't be surprised.
Still in the IR,
Terry's
isn't he?
actually a good player when. Whatever. So yeah, any interest in Kenny Pickett this year?
None.
If you have
Me.
picked
Stashing him in Dynasty?
possibly.
I'd stash
Oh,
him in
yeah.
Dynasty, yeah.
Me too. I mean,
And
as a
redraft
quarterback too,
0.
you could do a little
Redraft
bit
0.
worse maybe,
Yeah,
but
I don't
yeah.
know.
Maybe try to hook him up in a dynasty with Pickens because he seems to really get chemistry going with George Pickens out there.
George Pickens is gonna be a stud.
And this
Yeah,
guy can
he
actually
is,
throw
dude.
deep. Like it kills
Oh,
me to
that
say
is
it,
actually some. I
Steelers.
wish he wasn't so rostered.
Mhm.
George Pickens is somebody to talk about
Oh,
with no
absolutely.
Claypool.
That's a combo that you can get for cheap right now, probably in Dynasty. Pickett Pickens combo. If you can acquire those players, you probably don't have to pay that much.
I
for
have
it.
Pickens in a
You
dynasty.
should try
and
to
I'm
get
looking to
Pickett,
Pickett.
dude.
I'm looking to get Pickett actually. I just don't
Yeah.
want to get too much for him, you know. Maybe because the guy I'm trying to get him from has
He's a
really good
Steelers fan,
quarterback.
right?
He's a Steelers fan and he's got a really good quarterback. He doesn't really need Pickett all that much, but if he likes him, it might be hard. He probably likes him.
Anything else, guys? Got a blood moon tonight.
A blood moon.
You guys check out that red moon tonight. It's gonna look cool.
Hell yeah.
The tale says in stone that if there's a blood moon, the Ravens are going to beat the shit out of the Saints.
That's not what I heard. I heard Lamar Jackson's gonna have 3.8 fantasy points, and I'm
No, I'm
betting all my
thinking he's going to
games.
get like 56 just to one up Joe Mixon. He's running 6 touchdowns tonight.
It is known that Chris
Fuck you,
Olave
and fuck the Ravens, dude.
I
We'll
love Chris
score.
Olave.
at least 28 fantasy points tonight.
That's how we have to end this video.
Hmm.
Fuck you and fuck the Ravens. And